Hey, what's up everyone? I'm live back at the park where I've broken my truck a couple of other times and hopefully that won't happen today. I've taken care of everything that I think could be a problem. There's no reason for it to break, and this place is pretty chill, so I'm not sure what broke it the last couple of times. Well, actually I do, but it was something that happened somewhere else. And then the truck just decided to fully break here. Hopefully that doesn't happen today. There is a chance of rain, so that could end the live stream. But other than that, it should be a great day. Hope you're having a good day. Looks like they just cut the grass here. It's pretty short. And they also trimmed these palm trees. You can see all of the palm leaves over there. There we go. I wonder if I could get the self-right feature to work now that I tighten that slipper clutch down. I almost hit myself there. Now the past couple of times I've been here, I stripped the spur gear and the slipper clutch also burned up, and I had to tighten that nut down so that it would actually drive again, and it happened in this grassy area. It flipped over and the body popped off. Oh, that body is messed up. Look how bent it is. This might be hard to get back on. I tell you, this park really has it in for me. I think I'm gonna have to set down the camera for a sec. Trying to get it in a spot where you guys can still see. Okay, so it was dented right there. There we go. That looks better. Back in action. It's so fun to do wheelies on the grass with the dirt flying up behind the truck like that. I can't imagine what that would feel like if this were a life-size truck and I was actually driving it like that. Let's fix that body a sec. Oh, it fixed itself. Okay. I'm getting better at keeping the RC from flipping over. I think a little tap of the brakes is really all it needs in most cases. That didn't sound good. If it's actually broken, I'm done coming here. It just like all of a sudden stopped going. It didn't lock up, but it lost power. So the transmission does not feel that hot. I don't think it's the slipper clutch. It could be the spur gear. And luckily I have some steel ones with me that I could throw in there. It might take a little bit to take the truck apart and put that in there, but I can do that if that's the problem. I wonder if this is just so bumpy out here, even though it doesn't look like it, that it stresses the truck way too much. We're only 9 minutes in and it's already stopped running. So I brought my tools with me. I'll take this back to the car, open it up, and see if I can figure out what went wrong. So don't go anywhere. It's just weird that it broke here because I did a whole video a couple of days ago ripping the truck across a parking lot and an open field, and it did great. But this was a lot of fun, so I hope I don't have to stop coming here just because it keeps breaking my Rustler. I've got the bag of spares here. It's quite full from the many repairs I've done. I wonder if the grub screw on the pinion gear just came loose. I have heard of that happening. In which case, all I need to do is put some Loctite on there. Oh, it doesn't smell funny. It doesn't smell like anything burned up. Normally that plastic would make a pretty awful noise. All right, so there's no resistance when I roll the truck right now. But, I mean, that spur gear is not stripped. That pinion, if you can see, it also isn't stripped, which I wouldn't think it would be because it's metal. I mean, the drive shaft seems to be okay. Four-wheel drive is still working. Oh, nope. The front wheels roll. I think the back ones are locked up. Yeah. That's interesting. That could be a differential issue then. I'm gonna try spinning the rear tires in different directions and see if that works or not. This is a little challenging. Okay, I found the problem. It's not the diffs, thank goodness. Those are expensive. The pinion gear is just sliding around. Oh, that's hot, don't touch that. So I'm not gonna touch it and show you guys, but there, maybe I can tilt the truck and show you. That pinion gear is just sliding around on the shaft. So all I have to do is let the motor cool down a sec. It's way too hot to touch right now and I don't have gloves. And then I've got some Loctite with me so I can take that grub screw off and put the pinion gear back on. And then I can get back to ripping. Sweet. And of course I'm gonna disconnect the battery before I do that. You can see when I try to wiggle the motor, it doesn't move. So I did screw it down all the way, if you're wondering if that was the problem. If you have any tips for keeping that grub screw from coming loose, please let me know in the chat. I need to be careful not to lose any of these screws too. Come on, there we go. I'm gonna take a water break before I pull that motor out. Don't go anywhere. All right. Let's pull this motor out. The cap is okay to touch. Oh, come on. There we go. So there's the pinion gear. It just slid right off. This is a new pinion gear, and I put the grub screw on that came with it. I figured since it already had Loctite on it from the factory that it was okay to put on, but maybe I should have put on some fresh Loctite. Either way, we're gonna do that now. I'm using the Thread Locker Red. I am good at losing my Allen keys. Okay, I'm gonna do this over the ground in case I drop any. All right, got the Loctite on there. I got some on my hands, unfortunately. And then I'll slide that onto the motor. Come on. Okay. Bear with me, please. I'm used to just editing this part out where I struggle to fix anything. Right there. Maybe. That feels right. Okay, that should be all the way tight. Gonna see if I can get this Loctite off my hands. And some also came out, oh, in one of the teeth. Let's see, how long does this take to dry? Product sets in 20 minutes and cures fully in 24 hours. We don't have that much time. "20 minutes? Right there, if you can see it, if you can see the little bit of red, is where I got Loctite in the tooth. Hopefully that'll just dry up and not cause a problem. Now the Loctite on my fingers doesn't feel sticky. I don't know if it just doesn't set on skin at all, or if since this is so old, it doesn't work anymore. I guess we'll find out. I might have to buy some more Loctite. So before I can put the motor back, I have to clear out some of this debris that got in the slot where it goes. Otherwise the motor's not going to set correctly. So I'm just going to put it on the ground and blow it out. Still not going in. There we go. I think it is now. I'd like to say that screw is in all the way. It's still turning freely. I think maybe it finally stripped out of its plastic slot there and is hitting the plastic on the other side. It's not doing anything. We're just gonna have to run the truck like this. No, where did that screw go? There it is. Now I'll put everything back and then I will try the truck out again. I still feel like that's too much wiggle. Like any wiggle in the motor is too much. All right. I'm gonna go kind of soft on the throttle until that Loctite has set fully. And now that the tires have set, the moisture is all concentrated to one part. So it's a little wobbly. All right, it's working great. There is no doubt that I abuse this truck, so I don't fault Traxxas for these issues that I'm having with the drivetrain. I'm only going about 50% throttle right now. Let's go behind the fence. Okay, I'm full throttle right now. I think if I'm soft on the acceleration and the braking, I won't break anything, hopefully. I don't think speed is really what causes the drivetrain to brake. It's the constant torque and force of the braking. I might actually get to stream until the battery dies today. I wonder why Traxxas doesn't just put a screw right through the center of the motor shaft. I don't know why it has to use friction to stay on. Seems like a hole through the shaft would be a lot more secure, but that might make the shaft break easily. I don't know. And it's not like just on the Rustler they use a grub screw. They use the grub screw on the X-Maxx. Oh, That looked bad. Okay, thankfully the motor is still cemented in place. I'm not that far from monetized, so once I get monetized and start making money and earn enough to replace this, I will. And then hopefully I can make better videos and not have to worry as much about breaking my RC. Wow, we're at 40 minutes. This is by far the longest stream I've done so far. Ooh. So quiet out here except for the rustler. I think I hear thunder rolling. And I think that is all of the battery. Yep, that slow blinking red means the battery is dead. Woohoo! So that means we finally, after 3 attempted live streams, managed to go through an entire battery, man, it's windy, without having to take the truck home. That is a win for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing. I look forward to seeing you in my videos. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. And it's just in time that we're ending as the storm is quickly rolling in. This thing is full of grass.